Look at that. Hey, what's up, you guys? John from Old Ronnie Farm here, and today we are doing an off-site. My hair is still a mess. Check out that view, huh? It's nice. So, Catherine's here too. There's Catherine. So today we are at the Lafayette Apple Festival in Lafayette, New York, which is 4 hours away. It's very early in the morning. Well, it's not that early. It's 7:15 or something. And we are on day 2 of our Apple Festival craft show. We signed up for this one because our friends at Sweet Pea Farm NY and Poplar Creek highly suggested that we come to this one. We hung out with Poplar Creek last night and had a great time with Kirsten and her sister.
Peppered her with questions about pigs.
Many questions about pigs, even though we can't have pigs at our place. But anyway, so this is our 3rd craft show of the year. We've tried to film a video at each one, but either technical difficulties or just laziness and forgetfulness prevented us from doing so. And that's why we're starting this on day 2, even though I probably could lie and say, hey, it's day 1, and then change clothes and then say, hey, it's day 2. But it's not, it's day 2. Day 1 was very successful. We did very well. We had our highest selling day that we've had so far this year, which is great. And we also didn't have any family or friends here to help support us, so that's also good, knowing that we can do it on our own. There's some horse kitties in the background there.
Horse kitty?
Anyway.
Somebody bring their horses with them to the craft show?
Well, I think they do like wagon rides and stuff. Yeah, so this is a huge show.
Huge.
So we'll show you guys around a little bit and walk around. I'm gonna grab some coffee and we're gonna set up our tent and get going. All right, so walking to the truck, we had such a successful day yesterday that we are going to come back here next year, which will be pretty exciting. So we actually even paid for it ahead of time, and so we have our our tickets for next year already set, parking passes, so that'll be good. And yeah, so here's to a successful day. It's a little bit quieter this morning, but hopefully it gets busier. Our friends over at Poplar Creek have said that in the past, Sunday is the more productive day, so we shall see. And Kat just sold an alpaca hat on Facebook, so that's good. So here we go. And so you'll also see in our little booth demonstration that we have these little laser cut ornaments that we did, because at one of the other craft shows that we were at, we saw somebody who was selling some laser cut ornaments and figured, you know, we have the sawmill, we have all this stuff, so let's see if we can do some fun stuff with it. And so we also talked about chainsaw carving, which I'm very excited about and excited to get started on. Because we have all this wood, we're gonna have a lot of offcuts, and we get a lot of, you know, not junk wood, but just not great wood from the tree guys sometimes. So, you know, it's another way that we can use that wood, and so it's not just, you know, getting wasted or burned in a fire pit. So that'll be good. So we got a double booth for next year. So, and we're also looking at going to some other fairs and craft shows, because we do pretty well here, and it seems to be that the more we do, the more money we can make and the more we can offset our animals' costs. So here's to that. And man, coming up here is nice. It's also my birthday weekend, so you know, we got a weekend away from the dogs. Our family is taking care of the animals, which we really appreciate. Joanne and Rob especially. My mom has just had hip surgery and she's doing well, but she's not up for farm tours yet. But it's really nice to come up here and just, you know, get away with just us two, because we never get to do that anymore with all the animals. So appreciate the family's help taking care of them, and appreciate coming up here and going out to dinner and hanging out with some friends and having a good time. Excuse the porta potty, but look at that view, man. So it is now almost 4 o'clock on day 2, which is Sunday. And I just took a minute to come out here and give you guys an update. So we have done tremendously well. Yesterday, which was Saturday, was the best craft show we've ever done. And we sold 41 hats, which again is a record, which is great. Today, we sold 32 hats, which is sort of right on the average of what we've done. In choosing, like, looking at this as to like whether this was worth it or not, I think it was a lot of fun to come up here and hang out with Kirsten and her sister from Poplar Creek. And, you know, we also met Michelle from Sweet Pea Farm NY, which was great, because we've been talking to both of them for a really long time in our YouTube journey. And I'll leave links to their channels down in the description below. But it was great to come up here. It was fun. It was something different. And sort of like I said before, it's something nice to do where we get to get out of the house and we get to go and stay somewhere and do something different, because our lives end up being, you know, a lot of the same thing, taking care of the animals, making all these hats, blah, 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 you know, usual day-to-day stuff. But here we are in upstate New York. It's beautiful out here. It is a little chilly now. It was much warmer earlier, but it was freezing yesterday. So it's actually very nice and warm in the truck. And next year we're going to be expanding. We're going to be doing some different stuff. We got this laser cutter to make these laser cut ornaments, and then we're going to try to do some like cutting boards. I think we do pretty well here as like, you know, actual, you know, craftsmen, because, you know, we sell our alpaca yarn and we sell the hats that Catherine made, and we also sell, you know, synthetic yarn hats that Catherine made, but she knit every single one of those hats, you know. So I think we fit in well, and I'm looking forward to what we do in the future with our craft fairs. And, you know, who knows, maybe next year we're going up and down the eastern seaboard, hitting, you know, all the big craft shows in our area. So we will have to see. And I'm excited for the possibility of doing chainsaw carving and this laser engraving and more stuff with wood. I think the more stuff that we can do with the sawmill, the better. So also, we are going to put up our alpaca yarn on our website. So hopefully shortly after this video goes live, we will have some skeins of alpaca yarn available for purchase on our website. We'll have both a mix, 80-20 alpaca and merino wool, as well as 100% alpaca. And then we should be getting our yarn hopefully before the end of the year. that whole thing has been a bit of a debacle, but we'll have to see. But anyway, check our website, oldreadingfarm.com. And yeah, and if you feel like coming to the Apple Fest next year, we'll see you then because we already signed up. Thanks for watching. So this is now all of the hats that we own right here, because we sold over 70 hats. So that means we're gonna donate over 70 hats. So we have most of them earmarked in a tub right there, but we had our next craft show is in about 2 weeks. And like I said, we're gonna put this up on the website soon. So check, and we'll put a link in the description.